Hello, so nice to meet you at the daily motivational meeting, reading quotes from world scriptures. We are reading the book from the beginning. You could find all this video on our channel, Message to Billions. Let's read the next topic for today. As we live on earth, so shall we live in heaven. First quote, Zulu asked how one should serve ghosts and spirits. The master said, till you have learned to serve men. How can you serve gods? Zulu then went to read upon a question about the dead. The master said, till you know about the living, how you know about the dead? Another quote, Jesus said, truly, truly, I say to you, wherever you been on earth shall be born in heaven, and wherever you lose on earth shall be lose in heaven. Another quote, now man is made of determination. According to what his determination is in this world, so will he be when he departed this life. Both the life and death, such as the firm will, their penance and rule are good. When alive they earn merit, and when dead they attain beatitude. Both life and death of such as indulge in sin are bad. When alive they add to malice, and when dead they are hurled into darkness. Another quote, here grieves hereafter the grievers, and both stages the evil doers grievers. He is afflicted, but in the impurity of his own deed. He is rejoices hereafter, and he rejoices, and both state the well does rejoice. He rejoices exceedingly, rejoices perceiving the impurity of his own deed. He suffers, hereafter he suffers, and both stages of evil does suffers. Evil have I done, thinking thus he suffers, having gone to a wherefore state he suffer even more. He, he is happy hereafter, he is happy in both states. The well-doer is happy, good have done, thinking thus he is happy upon going to a blissful state, he rejoices even more. As for that above, of the hereafter, we assign it to those who seek not oppression in the earth, no corruption. The sequel is for those who ward off evil. Forever bring a good deed, he will have better than the same, while as for him who bring an ill deed, and those who do it, ill deeds will be requited only what they did. Okay, and let's read further from the Summer Moon quotes. The value of your life is not determined after living it to the end. It is determined by the life that you live each day. A person cannot suddenly change his way of life in the other world. There is a saying that the habit of a 3-year-old continues until they turn 80. Inborn personality is hard to change. Hence, spirit people cannot live very differently from the way they live it on earth. After all, the inhabitants of the spirit world are the souls of the people who formerly lived on earth. From this perspective, the spirit world is not as different from the physical world. All the sensible of spirit are cultivated through the reciprocal relationship with the physical self during earthly life. Therefore, only when a person reaches perfection and is totally immersed in the love of God while on earth can he fully delight in the love of God as a spirit after the death. All and The qualities of the spirit self are developed while it abides in the physical self. Sinful conduct during earthly life aggravate evil and ugliness in the spirit of a fallen person, while a redemption of sin granted during earthly life opens the way for spirit to become good. This was the reason Jesus had to come to the earth in the flesh to save sinful humanity. We must lead a good life while we are on earth. Jesus gave the key to the kingdom of heaven to Peter, who remained on earth and said, "Wherever you've been on earth should be bound in heaven, and wherever you lose on earth should be lost in heaven," because the primary objective of the president's legislation must be carried out on earth. It is easy to or difficult to change your habits, yet you have lived with a selfish habit according to the satanic world idea, right and wrong. Where these habits have congealed in you, they are stronger than the craving we Koreans have for kimchi. Even since the day Satan began his reign over humanity, people have been established self-centered habits and traditions. They are like a rotten root. How can we pull it out? You say you understand the principle and know what to do. Yet try as you may to dig a hole and pull out that root, you cannot. It is rather than you are. It is taller than you are. It is so long that even if you to stand at the top of the tree, you cannot pull it out. Can you nevertheless loudly proclaim that you have pulled it out? This is a serious matter. Do you have confidence to go to heaven? To go to heaven, you must have God-centered habits and traditions. How much you have lived for the will of God throughout your life will determine your position in the spiritual world. Therefore, you yourself know very well whether or not you can enter the heavenly realms. For what purpose did you eat and sleep, like and dislike, came and go? This will determine wherever you can enter heaven. The kingdom of God, the hope of humanity, is composed according to the principle of living for the sake of others. Like it or not, you are destined to go to the spirit world. Everyone takes that journey according to his or her way of life. What is the fundamental issue in your life? It is whether you are living more for the sake of others or for yourself. If you live more for the sake of others, you will go to the kingdom of God. If the opposite is true, you will go to hell. You may be unable to believe this fundamental formula now, but once you die, you will understand. And further, let's read from the Global God's Trends book, Spiritual World and God. Spiritualist says that almost 80% of our thoughts, ideas, and self-talks are tips from another people from spiritual world. Sometimes these are good ideas, but sometimes they are really wrong and even detrimental to ourselves and other people around. If we could prove that these conversations are actually input from other people, we would be surprised that some of the biggest achievements in history have actually been collaborative efforts. From the dream seeing periodic table to the apple falling on the head, the discovered gravitation through experience in nature laboratories and even bathroom, we might not have always been thinking alone during these great aha moments. But don't be led by this thought automatically take control of them by divine principles, since it could lead in wrong direction. As we see some politics influence even religious people to start armed conflict. Even more significant is that we are not only connected through technology, but we are connected to each other spiritually as spiritual beings. We are connected with the spirit world and with God as testified by many spiritualists. It is evident when we hear stories of people dreaming of their relatives who went to spiritual world. Many scientists and businesses people are also receiving revelation and great ideas through dreams, as we mentioned above. People are also having experiences of dying and coming back with similar stories about what happened and where they went while they were dead, often describing another world where they met family members who passed away. We all feel God's love in our grandparents because naturally people are raising their love during their life, preparing for next spiritual world of love. We should understand it clearly that the numerous saints and sages who have lived on earth throughout history are actually still living on the spiritual world. They are assisting God's providence on earth. Each moment in your earthly life is recorded in the spirit world exactly as it takes place. On the day when we cross over to the spirit world, our life record will become the basis for judgment. That is why all human beings should practice a life of true love and sacrifice themselves for a greater cause in their lifetime. Yeah, this is very good quotes to prepare for the next world. Please comment how these quotes help your life, and if you will have difficulties today, please watch one more time this video. It will help these quotes to think better, live better and happily. And anytime contact me for consultation and cooperation, and share this video as we are in this Below Happy Life Subscribers Marathon. Have a great day. Stay happy, healthy in this difficult time. Make morning exercise. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye bye.